time to get planning for the week of I almost said July, June 30th through July 6th in my catch-all planner. All right, my friends, it's 4th of July week. It is the week of the sky booms, as we like to say in my house, because, yes. And I'm going to try and use up the rest of retro holidays. We may do my daily planner too. I haven't decided yet. I'm just going to kind of like play it by ear because it's another busy week, friends. And I think we're just going to take this page out. I think we're just going to take both pages out. This book is getting thinner by the week. So, all right, let's do. I know that I want the happy 4th of July on the 4th. I mean, that just makes sense. And then I am going to need some functionals, and I think I'm going to grab that from the Summer Element sticker book. I don't know if either of these are available anymore. Well, maybe I won't be. I've used a lot of the blue up. There's not really a true... Wait, do I have red from Sarah Lynn Art still? I do! Kalu Calais. Maybe we'll use those guys up. Because I think that's... I think everything else I have is purple or sparkly green. I might have some sparkly blue. Those are bigger ones. I don't even think I have the sparkly blue. I think those are done. Okay, anyway, we'll use these guys up. So I have an appointment on Monday with my folks. It is I might do the fireworks at the top. Hang on. Well, no, hold that here. Let's get these guys in. Because even though my dog doesn't like fireworks, that doesn't mean I don't like fireworks. I don't mind them. It's okay if we cover up a little bit of Wednesday. Just making sure I'm not... We got these guys too. Maybe we'll put them at the bottom of the 4th. That. Or not. And then Monday we have doctor's appointment for my dad. It's the allergist, so I feel like we have been super functional in my planner lately. There has not been a lot of like everything has to have a purpose. There's no just random decorative. I mean, I know that this is decorative, but like I haven't done like a full box of decorative things. I hope that makes sense. And then at noon, let's do maybe on Tuesday, I have a dentist. Wrong pen. I have a lot of pens out right now. I think the annoying thing about the dentist right now, and tell me if you have the same issue, if this happens to you as well. Do you feel like a lot of them make you come back? Like, not just for a cleaning, like it's a cleaning and then you have to come back to do the next part. And then, oh, we need to do this too. Like, I feel like that's the new meta for dentistry. Or when I was a kid, like if you had like a tiny filling that needed to be done, my dentist would just do it on the spot. Is this just weird? Is this just me? Tell me in the comments. Also, do you fear the dentist? I do not. I just don't like doing the x-rays. Like, I have a gag reflex that just, not good. So I'm not a fan of that. I always have to remind myself, breathe. It's fine. have the chiropractor the next day, so that's going to be fabulous. And then Thursday, oh, we have dinner. I have to put that down too. Let's maybe do this here and that there. The 3rd is my sister's birthday. We should do the cupcake. Right? Use up the stickers. Use up the stickers. So when I was a kid, and when she was a kid, we would have family get-togethers on birthdays, and we would light off fireworks for my sister's birthday. Because we had the family there, so it ended up kind of being 4th of July and then birthday as well, which is pretty cool. My dogs at that time, we had schnauzers. They did not care about the fireworks. In fact, one would chase them. Like, we used to call them scrubbing bubbles. My husband calls them jumping jacks, but they're like the little fuzzball guys that aren't fuzzy, obviously, because they're fireworks. But she would try and chase them, and we'd be like, Heidi. We had a dog named Heidi. So our 3 schnauzers were Heidi, Sunny. We changed her name to Sunny because it was originally Sunshine, and we're like, yeah, no, Sunny. So Heidi and Sunny, and then Heidi passed away first, and then Sunny passed away a little bit after my grandma passed away. My grandma had lived with us. And I think when grandma passed away, it was like, okay, she used to give me bread from the table, so I'm going to head out with her. And then we had Roxy. And Roxy was funny because my mom had said no more dogs. I go off to college. My dad is literally calling me like 5 times a day. Because for those of you who don't know, my dad has MS. So, like, he was homebound at that point. And we were already, this was back in early 2000s. So we were already in the no driving part of things with the MS. But he could get around, but no driving. He would call me like 5 times a day. And I'd have messages when I'd get back, because this is before, like, smartphones, guys. Trying to think. Let's look back at the monthly. So I'd be like, please, Mom, could you just get him a dog? Because I don't know what I'm going to do. And all of a sudden, one time, he calls me. He's like, don't tell your mom. I think I'm getting a dog. So they did. They went and got Roxy, and I came home, and there was this white fluff ball that ran around the house. Trying to think, do I have... We might be good on this part. Do I have... I think I have dots. Dots would work. Dots would be good. We do. We have dots. So yes, Roxy was a white fluff ball. Roxy was the first dog that I actually was in the room when we had to send her over the Rainbow Bridge. That was not fun. I'm going to label this tasks. But Roxy was our first dog who became afraid of fireworks. And that was because the area I lived in then, there's always kids who love to shoot off the really loud ones like the M80s. Now, if you live in an area where they don't allow fireworks, you're going, what? What is happening? So yeah, so she became afraid because one time we jumped. That was the end of fireworks. When it came to, I'm going to use one of these quotes. I'm hoping not to sunburn, but yeah. So she became afraid of fireworks, and then after Roxy, they went a few years without having a dog. And then it wasn't until after I was married that they got Miss Jules' dog. Jules' dog was always afraid of fireworks. That part never changed. I think I'm going to do smiley face, disco ball. I kind of want to save some of these other things for my daily planner. So let's head over to there. So this is what the, oh, I do need to put my, that we're going to play pickleball this week. Where does pickleball go? We'll go with dots again. So we're going to pickleball here. And I think Thursday. I will say I don't like to leave the house like during this time of year because that's, again, when they start shooting them off earlier in the day. But I think I'm good through here. I think we'll survive. So Tuesday, pickleball. We only got to pickleball once last week. It was just a busy week with Vacation Bible School. I think we're going to try that. 4th of July festivities. I may add stuff here after I see what I use in my other planners. So let's move this to the side. I changed the settings on my camera, so I keep looking to make sure that it's still filming, because that is a fear. I didn't visit this planner too much this week, but that's okay. Do I have, other than Christmassy ones, anything that's kind of 4th of July? Got the gold, but I'd have to white out a lot. All right, we're not going to worry about it. So, all right, so we've got, this is my Go Getter Girl daily planner. Go Getter Girl is out of business. So I got these really cheap from their going out of business sale. I think they were like $13 each. One. There we go. Fabulous. And I think what we'll do, yeah, let's do this one here. And I've been using this. I think eventually I'm going to cover up these with stickers, like when I have the stickers that work for it. I don't really have ones that work this time around. I just don't use those boxes as much, so I can make it decorative there. And this, I might be doing a lot of flipping around here. Like I said, I might add a few things as we go. Let's do ride around town with the Jeep stuff. Let's do some trimming on this guy. So he's kind of coming out the side here. Now let's make a little scene with these guys. Oh, that's where it's going because it said so. Do you like that's where it's going because it said so? The freebie. The brave. Put. You're being so good, Sharpie. I know. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do you live there now? No. Okay. Are you guys doing anything for the 4th of July? We don't typically. Like I've been talking about with the dog, but it's just not a good idea. Let's use some of the... Oh, that's not what I expected. Burn. Got that one. Let's put this guy here. Because I know it's on my schedule. Like I don't need it. I don't need that reminder. I think I want to snip it a little bit different though, so let's go like that. And then we'll cut. Learning how to decorate in a bound book. I'm getting better. Practice is good. So I think I am going to keep this as like a summer planner / journal. Thanks, Gail. It was her idea. Okay, I'm going to make this one come out of the box though. I don't use the focus on me area, so we can cover that up with something cute. Another page done. Use up the stickers, use up the stickers. Same with that. I don't really use this area either. So let's go there. I still have like a few things. Maybe I'll make a little scene in the other planner, but that is going to do it. I'm going to fill this out as I go this week. I promise. I promise I will. I promise I will. But that's... Ooh, let's go ahead and add it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can a plane and a skateboard be in the same scene? Why not? Use up the stickers, make it a happy place. I sing too many songs. All right, that is gonna do it, friends. If you like this video or if you just enjoyed hanging out with me and my babbling, thank you. Give it a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.